I've been fighting with a squirrel in my house for about a year, and he found a new home in Beaman Park. I'm going to cover that at the end of the video because I know most people don't care about my squirrel adventures. So we'll cover Beaman Park first, and then at the end we'll have a little Easter egg for you if you stay to the end. Enjoy. Now we'll do what we intended to do. Now the last time we were here was years ago, and there was no trailhead. It was just you walked off into the woods, but they've put this little thing up now, I guess. The Highland Trailhead. So the website is wrong, and All Trails is wrong. They've made a complete new trail system, and it's like a 12-mile loop, which we're not really ready for today. So we're going to do the original that we've done before, and then come back and do this. We're not going to do all this.
No wonder the man got lost.
Emily's worried that there's this man that got lost in this.
There was, and he had to be rescued.
He had to be rescued after a couple days.
After he finally climbed out into a cornfield.
Well, now we know why he got lost.
Yes, because the maps were wrong.
We're not going to get lost. All right, so they've got Henry Hollow Loop, Creekside Trail, which Henry Hollow Loop is new. No, it's the one that was always there. We're going to do the Ridgetop Trail. Let's go do that. All right, so we're following All Trails, and we're actually hiking the service road, which when we did this years ago, by the way, it is a freaking beautiful day in Tennessee. We're in middle of October, and it's my favorite time of the year. It's not hot. Sun's low in the sky. Beautiful wife. A little Casanova moment there. Mm-hmm. But when we did this one years ago, this was the only trail. It's kind of a little service road. And right now the signs in this place are completely messed up. But I think I know where we're at. So we're going to go up. This is a there and back trail. And at the end there's this it's a cool little place. It's a little place you can sit and relax for a few minutes before you head back. So like I said, it had been a few years since we'd been out to Beaman Park, and this is why you should go back to places that you've not been before. So I was working off the old map off their website, which looked like this, and when we got there, it was a completely different map on the board, and some of the trails that we'd hiked before were still there, and some were not there, and some that they're planning to close, and then they've built a brand new huge trail. So there's the new trails, not open. So we still think we're on the same one that we used to do. Hiking along the ridge. Do you think that's why they call it Ridgetop Trail? Oh man, do I kill me or what? So after a pretty good amount of confusion with all the different trails and what was closed and what was open, we wound up hiking the trail that we had always hiked when we went to Beaman Park, and it's called the Ridgetop Trail. On All Trails, it's currently marked as closed. Their Facebook page says you can still hike it, but all the signs now say that it's closed. It's a cool little hike. I mean, you just hike along the ridge, and it's about 4 miles. It's a there and back. It's not very steep, only like 300 feet of elevation gain on the whole thing. Into the trail, Mom.
And it used to go around.
The last time we were here, I have a picture of you sitting on that.
On what?
On that bench.
Seriously?
Bye, Mr. Squirrel. Enjoy your new home.
Right there.
I hope you're not in my engine bay. So we decided to come back another day to do the other trails that were there. We definitely did not want to do the 12-mile trail. It wasn't even open the first day, so we had to wait for it to actually open to do it. But we did not do the other loop in the Creekside Trail, so we came back another day to do that. Today at Beaman Park, picnic. Jersey Mike's, picnic table, Tennessee Fall, Sweet Beautiful Princess. Alright, so we're going to do Creekside Trail today and the Sedge Hill Trail that goes to the Nature Center.
Okay.
They've opened the 12-mile loop now.
That's closed.
And allegedly they've closed this, but website says you can hike it. The Henry Hollow Loop is a pretty short trail, about 2.5 miles, not very much elevation change. We were going to take it over to, we were going to cross the bridge and hike up to the Nature Center, which would add some to it, but that was actually closed, as we'll see in a second. But you hike along this, and then you hike along the creek side, and then you go back up the hill, back to the place you started.
Maybe there's a different way to get there now.
Closed. Look at all those yellow leaves.
Oh, the what? I think this is full of water when there's a lot of rain.
So we're on the Henry Hollow Loop, but we just did the Creekside Trail.
Oh, so that's their parking lot?
Yeah, there's a little parking lot at the bottom for the Creekside. And then we're just going to loop on to the Henry Hollow Loop. We started here. We went here. 2-mile loop.
So we are.
Couldn't cross the bridge here to go to the Nature Center. We went on the Creekside Trail, and then we hiked back up and back to
So
here.
we were on part of the new trail.
Yeah, new trail. We're doing it. We're going to the bridge because it's closed for repairs. What is it, Emily?
It's a strange trail.
It's Emily's favorite thing. A strange tree.
You've got to admit, look. It grew 290-degree angles pretty much.
Go stand over there. That little ledge there's probably got lots of snakes underneath it. Go ahead. Just hop on the tree. We'll put this on Emily's Instagram page, which is Strange Trees. Remember when we were there? I do. So we weren't able to get to the Sedge Hill Trail from that side, so we started at the Nature Center and walked down the other side. All Trails has this, and it's a 2-mile trail. It's there and back, so it's short. And All Trails currently has it marked closed. I think just the bridge is closed. At least it was that day we were there. We were able to hike the whole trail, and it was fine. We're going to go up to the Nature Center. Water. Water. Water.
Water in the truck.
Oh, okay. quarter-mile boardwalk loop. You didn't know about that, did you?
No.
Well, now you do. Let's do it. I didn't even really know this trail was here until we just kind of walked up on it. It's a great trail if you have handicap issues. It's just like this. It's a boardwalk, so very easy to kind of take in Beaman Park and stay on wood the entire time. I think over on the backside it gets to asphalt, but no big deal. Very short, not even marked on all trails hike. Interesting and pretty. And we just did this, and then we did the little trail right here. Beaman Park. It's 34 degrees on a Saturday. Emily's mad because I'm making her hike today.
It's not true. Yeah, I'm mad because you said you'd rather listen to a podcast or music.
I told her I was going with or without her. So we're doing 12 miles. Should take 4 hours. It's a new loop at Beaman Park. I'm excited. You excited?
Sure.
It's cold as crap out here. So in the past we've gone that way. And then we'd done that loop last time we were here.
So what's the new one?
So we're doing the new one. Green blazes, greenish yellow. So like I've said numerous times in this video, the trail system at Beaman has changed drastically. The Laurel Woods Loop, which is what we're doing today, is a new 12-mile trail that they've put in. You still have the Henry Hollow Loop, and you still have the Sedge Hill Trail and the Creekside Trail. They're all still there. They've gotten rid of the Ridgetop Trail, which is basically a road, and now it's just a service road. Don't know if you can still hike that. The signs on this trail say you can't, but I've read on their website that you could still do it if you want to, but they doesn't look like they want you on it because all the signs say do not enter and all that kind of thing. So it's very quiet out here. Every once in a while you hear an airplane fly over. But other than that, you're just hiking along in the woods. No noise of the city, so we're near Nashville. Nashville's south of here. We're near Ashland City. And there's literally no noise of anything city related out here on this trail. Switchbacks. You can see the trail down there. Kind of goes through the woods. Goes right down here. Coming off the big hill. That was our first set of switchbacks. Emily, leave no trace, you drunk. Somebody was doing some drinking down here.
And a television?
Emily's fascinated with the garbage. There's a TV, a fan, another bicycle.
There has to be a story.
What's the story? Investigative discovery. Emily is going to find out for us. So we're walking beside a little creek. Fragile forest. Stay on trail. We will abide by those rules. It's like a little slate.
It's very pretty. Can you pronounce it correctly so people don't think that you're...
Fragile. Must be Italian. So if you come through that and it's really rainy, might have a little problem. Be prepared. So we just crossed the creek. We're gonna cut in half because Emily has to go to work. Going to work. Oh, that's funny. So you can just keep going. Come back to here, then hike home. We're just gonna cut through this little shortcut. So this is called the Laurel Woods Loop Trail. 12 miles total, but you can cut it in half, which is what we're doing today. So we just hiked off that hill way down here into a little creek bed, and then we're going back up. It's our final creek crossing, and we're almost done. So Beaman Park has expanded greatly since the last time we were there several years ago. It's about 1,700 acres, and they've made this new trail cover most of it. So you take about 3/4 of a mile from the original parking lot where you're on that Henry Hollow loop. You take a 3/4 mile hike to get to the trailhead for the Henry Hollow loop. And then you take 2 miles in, and it's very nice. And then you get to that place where we did the shortcut, which is a little 900-foot trail that cuts over to the other side. And then from there, you go 4 miles back. So it's further to get back than it is to get to there. You can also do what's called the West Loop at that point and just keep going. And it's 6 miles. So then you would do 2 miles, 6 miles, and then do the 4 miles. Either's fine. We saw a lot of people running. I think if you're going to do the 12-mile loop, you'd want to be a runner to do it a lot quicker. We would have done it all that day, except it was really cold when we started. It warmed up during the day, but we weren't. Emily had to get back to work, so we cut the trail short. We didn't want to be rushed. We will definitely go back and do the full 12 miles in the year 2021. That's a goal. So Beaman Park, we really liked Beaman Park. When we went originally years ago, it was dead as a doornail. There was nobody there. We described it as Percy Warner Park, except with nobody with you. It's not like that anymore. It was crowded every day we were there. The parking lot was full, but it is a great park. We stopped at the creek on the way out and got these shots. How about a few bloopers? Here's me taking the drone off and sweeping Emily away in a tornado cloud of dust.
Sorry.
She can't do it. She can't be quiet.
Sorry, I was dropping my water.
She can't just be quiet and take in all the nature. See watch how quiet I can be. Emily, not quiet. She's drinking, she's getting stuff out. Oh. So I've been battling this squirrel for almost a year. Finally caught him. I'm gonna film it.
Please don't film a torturing squirrel.
So we've had a squirrel in our attic. He's come and gone for about a year. He digs through our eaves, and I've had the eaves fixed several times. He eats our boxes, and I've had a trap up here forever. And I finally got him. So he's gonna go live in the country now. Or whatever you do with a squirrel that's in your attic for a year. He gone.
Where are you gonna take them?
Who's victorious, Mom?
Joey, this is torture. Don't be excited.
Look, he's like
You gonna
open
take
boxes.
them and let him out?
There's boxes of stuff up here open that he's been digging around in. He's having fun. Not anymore. He's gonna go live in the country. He's gonna go make new friends.
Are you gonna drive him somewhere?
I'm gonna drive him to the country, drop him
When
off.
are you gonna do that
Russ!
now?
Russ! Get my hammer.
Are you gonna drive him out there now?
Yeah. I don't know. I may let him stay in the trap for a little while.
Daddy, we're not gonna torture the squirrel. Just go take him outside and let him out.
If you let him out here, he's gonna do what he's got to go way far away.
Well, then you need to get going before
This
he
is why
dies.
Emily's not in charge of this operation.
What has he been digging in besides the Santa Claus box?
I caught him. We were gonna go for a hike anyway today to Beaman Park in Nashville. So it's about 14 miles away from the house, and everything I've read said squirrels would come home. So this is 14 miles, and they would have to cross the Cumberland River to get back to our house. So we're gonna take him there today and let him go. He's not happy. I'm not happy either, buddy. Maybe you'll make it. In Beaman Park. As long as you're not here, in my attic. Hey, Emily, go let the squirrel out.
I'm not letting the squirrel out.
Well, I don't want to do it.
Hurry, he is stressing out, and this is awful.
Film this.
Oh my gosh, he's a baby, Joey. Joey, he's a baby. Huh?
He's not a baby.
He is a baby.
So right here, what we're dealing with is why this is not Emily Rolls. It's Dino Rolls' YouTube channel. I just asked her to hold the thing while I release the squirrel. I asked her to release the squirrel. She refused to do that. So she's basically not helpful. She missed the entire release of this squirrel. He was trying to tear my face off. It was brutal, but I finally was victorious. What did you do?
I did. I stopped it. There he goes. Hurry, go.
He gone.
Oh, he's climbing all the trees.
Now you just stay here, buddy. Do not go 14 miles.
Cross the river.
Cross the Cumberland River. Cross I-40.
He's gonna get back in our truck while we're gone.
Yeah, he'll probably crawl up in the engine bay.